Hi, parents. My name's Kevin Cunningham, and I'm your child's seventh grade science PVLA teacher. I just wanted to introduce myself and make a quick video with some information because obviously we can't have open house in person this year. So I know it's a little bit of a different format for all of us. So I just wanted to quickly put together this just to answer some questions you might have. So the first thing, I'll just get right into it because I'm going to try to keep it short because I know you probably have a lot of videos that you're watching from other teachers and information that you're going through. But the first thing I'm going to say, I'm sure you've heard from other teachers, which is I encourage you to enroll in our Google Classroom. I've seen that a lot of you already have, and that's great. If you haven't and you would like to, just send me an email and I would be happy to send you an invite. And then the other thing is in terms of extra help, on our Wednesday all virtual days, we actually have a block of time scheduled for office hours, and that's school-wide. So that's a great time for students to schedule extra help if they need it, although I can do other times as well as long as they give me a heads up. The only other thing with the office hour block is if it's a 2-hour delay Wednesday, that block gets knocked out. So most Wednesdays there's no 2-hour delay, but if there is one with a 2-hour delay, we'd have to find a different time to schedule the extra help, but that's fine. We can easily do that. The second thing, which is a frequently asked question I usually get, is do you accept late work? And the answer is yes. So my policy for late work is if the student hands in something on time, they can get up to 100%, which is pretty obvious. If they hand it in up to 24 hours late, they can still get up to a 90%, so that's pretty good. And then if they hand it in more than 24 hours late, they can still get up to a 50%. So I definitely encourage kids to make things up if they're missing things. And in terms of the deadlines, those go by Google Classroom. So whatever Google Classroom says, that's where you would figure out, okay, is it a 24 hours late, more than 24 hours late, things like that. The other thing, while we're on the topic of grades, that's usually a pretty common question, is how are grades calculated? So I tried to streamline it and simplify it this year because we're virtual, and so basically there's two categories. The first category is classwork, which is your activities, your labs. I'm throwing homework in there as well, and that's worth 60% of the grade. And then the other 40% are assessments, which are like your tests, your quizzes, your projects, your things like that. So I'm telling kids, as long as you're on top of your homework and you're on top of what we do in class, that's 60% of your grade that's going to be in a really solid place. And then hopefully the other 40% will follow suit. In terms of 7th grade science as a course, it's that we do a lot of different topics. So I like that, and I think it's good for students just to kind of get an idea of some different areas of science and see things that they might be particularly interested in. Just to give you a few examples, we cover topics like experimental design, genetics, nutrition, so there's a wide diversity too in the topics. So again, I think it's just a good way to survey kind of things that students might be interested in. And that's pretty much all I have. The only other thing I'll say is I encourage you to email me if you ever have any questions. My email is kcunningham@portlandct.us. It's also on the school website. You can find it there. And then the only other thing, which I'm sure a lot of you are doing already, is you can also check Aspen for the gradebook. So if you're occasionally checking Aspen in Google Classroom, you'll definitely be up to date with what we're doing. So it was nice touching base with all of you. I hope you all have a great rest of the day, and I'm sure I will see some of you around. And bye.